Guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you guys so much for joining me once again. I wanted to jump on here today, man, and talk to you guys about time. Because I want you guys to understand something, man. Time isn't what we think it is. Time isn't real according to, the way man has constructed time. The 24-hour clock, 365 days in a year, our birthdays. So for me personally, I've stopped paying attention to all of this stuff. Now, when I say that, obviously, you have to pay attention to it when you're dealing with people. You have meetings, you have to go to work, stuff like that. But I'm talking about in my own personal life. I no longer pay attention to time frames. I no longer pay attention to, my for instance, my age. You know what I'm saying? I no longer pay attention to that. And I don't use words like, oh, I'm such and such years old. As far as I'm concerned, I will always say I am however years old. I will always say young at the end of it. So if a person, whatever your age is, you want to say you're 40 years young, or you're 50 years young, you're 30 years young. You don't want to say you're 30 years old, because that implies that you're getting older. And as we guys know, the work that we do on ourselves, it's all about training your subconscious mind. It's all about training yourself, controlling your thoughts, and understanding that whatever you think, that's what's going to be. So if you think you're getting older, guess what? Your body's going to start to feel getting older. If you think that, because you're a certain age, that your knees and your joints, et cetera, are going to start to give out, going to start to hurt, guess what? You're only going to make it into reality. So I want you guys to understand that if you can, start to look at time differently. Because when you start to look at time differently, you will take an immense amount of pressure off of yourself for whatever it is you're trying to manifest. Whether it's money, job, SP. Because so many of you guys, you look at time and you say, oh my God, 6 months have passed and I still haven't heard from my SP. 3 months have passed and I still haven't heard from my SP. Oh, no contact. We did the no contact rule for 90 days. I still didn't hear from my SP. Yo, understand this. That's not a long time at all. Because I look at time differently now, I realize 3 months, 6 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years, etc. Even it's not a long time. And a lot of you guys won't be able to get this or kind of comprehend what I'm saying, in a sense, is because you're still looking at time the way that most people look at it. But when you really look at time as just as it's eternal, when you look at that, because we're all eternal beings. When we die, we're eternal. Our these physical bodies that we in, we won't have these anymore, but we still live on. So when you look at time as eternal, when you look at time as you're not running out of it, I'm telling you guys, you will take so much fear and anxiety off of trying to manifest your SP, trying to get X amount of money, trying to get the right job. Because that's the problem, is just so many of you guys feel like you're running out of time. You feel like, oh, another year has passed. What is a year? 365 days? That's a year to you. That's a year to most people. That's not a year to me. And even in the Bible, it says something like 1,000 years equals 1 day to God. 1 day as is equals to 1,000 years. I want you guys to think about that. You know what I'm saying? And kind of start to look at time very, very differently. Because this is what needs to happen in order for you guys to stay the course. Because the reason why you guys don't stay the course is because you feel like you're running out of time. You feel like, damn, 3 months have passed. Damn, 30 days has passed. I still don't have what I want. But understand, like Neville says, everything has its appointed time. And I also want to further explain to you guys, be very, very grateful that you don't get what you want when you want it. Be grateful for that shit. Because the fact of the matter is if whatever you wanted came back today, you would not be ready for it. A lot of you guys want to manifest the SP. Guess what? If your SP came back today, you would not be ready for them. And you wouldn't be ready for them because you didn't do the work on yourself. Again, I'm here to tell you guys straight facts because I care about you guys. I'm not gonna tell you You can get your SP back by, just doing this or saying this and saying that. Because like I told you before in one of my other videos, you can 100% manifest your SP back without doing the work on yourself. But guess what? Just like the most recent video I posted, you're going to lose them again. Why? Because you haven't done the self-work. Your self-concept hasn't changed. Your I amness hasn't changed. And this is why so many people lose stuff once they manifest it. So be grateful that this time period is going on and occurring, giving the bridge of incidents life to breathe. Because that's what you guys have to understand. The bridge of incidents is occurring whether you realize it or not. For instance, say your SP came back today, right? And you just broke up with your SP, say a month ago. There's no way in hell your SP is really totally healed yet. You see what I'm saying? Like, guys, you got to understand something. You guys have been thinking and acting a certain way for 10, 15, 20, 30, 40 plus years, man. And then you expect your SP to just show up after no contact for 30 days being the way that you want them to be? Like, it doesn't work that way. You got to give the bridge of incidents a chance to happen. If you and your SP are no longer speaking and you're wishing for your SP to be healed, give that bridge of incidents time to live its fulfillment. While you are not talking and meeting with your SP, guess what? Your SP is in the process of getting healed. Your SP is in the process of going to therapy. Your SP is in the process of forgiving themselves and forgiving the past. That's why they are not showing back up in your life right now. If this is something that you're manifesting, healing for your SP. You know what I'm saying? Don't sit here and make an intention and think next week, you know what I'm saying? Oh, my SP is going to come back just the way I want them. Like, yo, this microwave generation is killing shit. This microwave generation is killing shit because y'all just want to put whatever you want in the microwave, whether it be a new job, money, relationships. Y'all just want to put that shit in the microwave and press 30 like it's popcorn or some shit. Like, nah, this shit ain't popcorn, man. This shit is gourmet. If you want your shit to come out right, gourmet. Gourmet. And again, you can get your shit fast, but it takes most people that get their shit fast and that can keep their shit fast, they're on a whole nother level. And on top of that, their I am concept is a lot higher than most people. You know, for instance, like somebody like Neville Goddard. Somebody to me like Neville Goddard or Joseph Murphy, they could get what they want extremely fast because their I am concept is like on a whole nother level. People like Jesus, people like Buddha, people like Gandhi, like they can get what they want extremely quick because their self-concept, their I amness is like sky high. You know what I'm saying? But most of us, we're not on that level. So whatever we want, we have to understand it's going to take time. Allow the bridge of incidents to happen. Allow the food to be prepared correctly. When you guys go to gourmet restaurants, how long does it take for your food to come out? But it's some of the best shit ever. Some of the best shit you'll ever taste. This ain't fast food. Your relationship isn't fast food. Your relationship ain't McDonald's. Your relationship ain't Burger King. You can't always have it your way. You know what I'm saying? But this is what you guys want. You guys want it your way when you want it. And again, this is all due because of time. You guys don't understand time. You guys are looking at time the wrong way. Time is not what we think it is. Time isn't real. Time is what man and the media have pounded into our heads. It's what they want us to think what it is. The media wants you to feel like you're running out of time. Damn, I'm 20 and I'm not married yet. Damn, I'm 25 and I'm not married yet. Damn, I'm 30 and I'm not married yet. The media shows you what they want you to see, just so they can control you and manipulate you. But tell the media, fuck you. Because the media don't know shit. And they know that most of the world is going to follow the media. And that's why I started this channel to help you guys like, yo, wake up. You're not running out of time. You have more than enough time to start that business. You have more than enough time to still manifest your SP. You have more than enough time to manifest that money, that healed relationship. You have more than enough time. Time is an illusion. If you put your hand on a hot stove and you burn yourself, that shit feel hot like crazy for the longest. For the longest. Why is that? You know what I'm saying? Why is it that certain days feel like they go by way faster than other days? Why is it when you're doing something you enjoy and you love, time seems to just breeze by? Why is it when you're doing something that you hate or you don't want to do, seems like time is taking forever? I want you to understand these. You guys gotta start asking yourself these questions, man. You guys gotta stop just going through the motions in life, just being oblivious. You guys gotta start asking yourself these questions. And like I said, that's because time isn't what we think it is. Time is not what we think it is. So I want you guys to understand, start to change your concept on how you look at time, and know that you are eternal. Know that your manifestations are eternal. And that when the time is right, the universe knows the best way, knows the best how to give you what you want. Because that's another problem. You guys try to play, you guys try to get in the way of the universe. You try to speed it up and make it happen. And what ends up happening is you create more resistance from what you want, so it can't come into your life. You see what I'm saying? Stop trying to force. You can't rush time. Like, that's something you can't rush. You can collapse it, via your feelings, emotions, etc. like that, but you can't like rush it. You can't force it. It's gonna happen. The universe knows the best way possible to bring you whatever it is that you want. And it's not by force. So stop trying to force time. Stop trying to force your will on whatever it is that you want. Because like Florence Scovel Shinn says in her book, forcing your will is a way to receive things ill-gotten. When you try to force your will. Basically meaning you're not allowing it to happen, you're forcing it to happen. When you use your willpower and you get something, it's usually ill-gotten and it won't last. So guys, take your foot off the gas, decelerate, don't use your willpower. Just let it come to you. Let the universe bring it to you the best way. Because the universe knows what you don't know. The source knows what we don't know. Because it's eternal, it's omnipresent. All right, guys, just want to jump on here, give you my thoughts on time, so you guys can wake the hell up and know that time isn't real, and know that time is it's what we make it. It's an illusion. If time were real, we would be the same time everywhere. If it's 12 o'clock over here right now, it would be 12 o'clock in Europe. It would be 12 o'clock in Africa. It would be 12 o'clock in Japan. It would be 12 o'clock in New Zealand. It would be 12 o'clock in Greenland, 12 o'clock in Canada. Why is it 12 over here and 5 over there and 3 o'clock over here and 1 in the afternoon over there and 6 p.m. over here? Guys, don't follow the concept of time the way you've been taught. I'm telling you, you will take immense amount of pressure off yourself. Anxiety, fear, etc. Know that it's done. And at the right time, it will be appointed to you. All right? It's been another episode of Marv's Room. I'll catch you guys next time. You know where, you know when.